Hey, what's going on everyone? In this video, I'm going to be comparing ExpressVPN against IPVanish and see which one comes out on top. So I've actually gone ahead and signed up for both of these services. So you guys will be seeing a behind the scenes look of how they actually perform. And at the end of the video, I'm actually going to go ahead and connect both of these VPNs to Netflix in real time, just so you guys can get a real world indication of how they actually perform. So quickly, just before I get stuck in, if you are looking to get started with either of these VPNs, I'll have massive discount links down below in the video description, which will definitely save you a bit of money if you do decide to go with either of these providers. Let's get stuck in. Okay guys, so the first thing I compared between ExpressVPN and IPVanish was the price. So as you can see, the pricing between the two services and also the sign up time period is also pretty comparable as well. So as for the price to value ratio for both of these services, I would honestly have to say both of them are on the more expensive side of VPN providers. However, for the speeds that you do get from both of these services, they are by far the two fastest VPN services that I have ever used, hands down. So for the category of price, I would say both of these services are on par. So the next thing I looked into with IPVanish and ExpressVPN was the amounts of servers that you can connect to and also the diversity of countries on their service as well. So in this particular category, ExpressVPN definitely does blow IPVanish out of the water, as they do have twice the amount of servers and they also do have around 20 extra countries that you can connect to. So having a good range of servers is definitely beneficial when it comes to VPNs, as they are always able to stay one step ahead of streaming providers. So even though IPVanish does have less servers than ExpressVPN, they still do a pretty great job at providing fast and reliable servers. However, in this category, I would definitely have to give it to ExpressVPN, as they just simply have more servers and more countries that you can connect to. The next thing I looked into when comparing ExpressVPN and IPVanish was the amount of devices that you can connect to a single account, and also the compatibility with devices as well. So as of making this video, ExpressVPN does allow you to connect up to 5 devices simultaneously. So at the moment, I have my MacBook computer, my iPhone, my iPad, and also my Apple TV connected to ExpressVPN, and I'm able to stream simultaneously across all of those devices, and the same applies for IPVanish as well. However, in their instance, you do have the ability to connect up to 10 devices. So at the moment, I actually am sharing my account with a couple of family members, as they also wanted to take advantage of accessing geo-blocked content. So in this category, IPVanish does come out ahead, and this is by far one of the major advantages to using them, as you simply can connect more devices. So the next thing I compared between ExpressVPN and IPVanish was the security and encryption features of their services. So at the moment, ExpressVPN and IPVanish both are utilizing the OpenVPN protocol, which is the gold standard amongst VPN services, and they are also utilizing the AES 256 military grade encryption. So those are two awesome things that I would really come to expect for top tier VPN services like these. And as for torrenting, I've personally used both of these services for uTorrent and BitTorrent, and I've had no issues with them whatsoever. However, when it comes to the logging policy of these providers, I would say IPVanish is let down, as in 2016 they actually did leak some personal information of a customer to the US government that was being investigating. However, the company has now been sold to new owners as of 2017, so hopefully their strict no logging policy has improved. However, there still is some skepticism amongst many users of the platform. And when you compare this to ExpressVPN, they have a strict no logging policy, which means they don't track any of your bandwidth usage, websites you go to, or pretty much anything else whatsoever. And ExpressVPN also has one of the best track records out of any VPN services in the industry. So in this particular category, I would say ExpressVPN comes out on top. The next thing I looked into when comparing ExpressVPN and IPVanish was the jurisdiction of their company. So ExpressVPN is located in the British Virgin Islands, which is a massive advantage, as this does put them out of the 14 Eyes Alliance, and this is also very beneficial, as the BVI also has very relaxed data retention laws. So this does allow ExpressVPN to not hold on to any user's information whatsoever. However, IPVanish, they are unfortunately located in the USA, which means they are at the whim of US government agencies and also the NSA as well. So in this particular category, I would say ExpressVPN also does come out on top. So the next thing I looked into when comparing Express and IPVanish was the compatibility and also the speeds for accessing geo-blocked content such as Netflix Amazon Prime, and also HBO Go. So from my own personal experience, I've been able to access all of these websites with no issues whatsoever. And I've also been able to access the different versions in the UK, Canada, and also the US with no issues whatsoever. And as for the speeds, I would say ExpressVPN is a little bit faster, followed by IPVanish. But when I compare these two services to other ones that I have used, they definitely do blow the competition out of the water. So what I'm going to do now is actually go over to my Netflix and connect both of these VPNs in real time, as I really do want to show you guys a real world example of what it's like to use both of these VPNs. Okay guys, so I'm over here on my Netflix account, and I'm currently not connected to any VPNs whatsoever. So quickly, just before I go ahead and connect to them, I'm just going to go ahead and search for a TV show just to show you guys a quick before and after comparison, just so you can see that these VPN services are actually working for accessing our geo-blocked content. So I'm going to go ahead and search for a TV show called Parks and Recreation, which is one of my personal favorites, and unfortunately we miss out on this one plus hundreds of others in my country. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and open up ExpressVPN, and I've already gone ahead and selected the USA as the country that I would like to connect to, and pretty much all I have to do now is just go ahead and press this button, and it really is that simple and quick to connect. And once this is highlighted in green, this just notifies me that my entire laptop, including all of my browsers, is now securely connected to an American-based server. So all I have to do now is go back to my Netflix homepage, and then I'll refresh the browser, and this will then put me onto the American-based version of Netflix. And just to show you guys again, I actually am connected to ExpressVPN. If I go ahead and click on this little icon here, you can see that I'm connected to the USA. So now I'm going to go ahead and search for Parks and Recreation again. And as you can see guys, we now have Parks and Recreation available, plus some additional TV shows that didn't show up in my original search, such as The Office and Friends. So what I'm going to do now is actually go ahead and play a little bit of this TV show in real time with no edits, as I really do want to show you guys a real world example of speeds and performance. So I'll just go ahead and do that now. And there you have it guys, that did load in around 2 to 3 seconds, which is the pretty typical experience which I have gotten with ExpressVPN. So as you can see guys, ExpressVPN works extremely well with accessing different versions of Netflix, and they are also incredibly fast as well. And again, if you are looking to get started with them, don't forget to check out the massive discount link down below in the video description, as that will definitely save you a bit of money. Okay guys, so I've gone ahead and opened up IPVanish, and I've also gone ahead and selected the United States as the country that I would like to connect to. And pretty much all I have to do, much like ExpressVPN, is just go ahead and press connect. And this will go ahead and connect me to the fastest server in that particular country. And as you can see, I'm now connected. So now I can go ahead and navigate back to the Netflix homepage. And then I'll go ahead and refresh the browser. And this will put me onto the American version of Netflix. And again, just to show you guys, I actually am on the American version of Netflix and connected to IPVanish. I can just go ahead and click on this little icon. And as you can see, I'm connected to San Jose in the United States. So now I can go ahead and search for Parks and Recreation again. And as you can see, we have the exact same titles available. And again, I'm going to go ahead and play a little bit of this in real time with no edits whatsoever. So I'll just go ahead and do that one now. So there you have it guys. IPVanish also works incredibly well for accessing different versions of Netflix. And as you can tell, that loaded pretty much instantly. And this is also streaming in high definition as well. So there you have it guys. That's my quick comparison of ExpressVPN and IPVanish. As for the one that I would personally recommend out of the two, it would have to be ExpressVPN, as they do have the stricter no logs policy. They're incredibly fast, and they're also located in a jurisdiction where governments cannot reach them. So hopefully this video has been helpful for you guys. And again, if you'd like to check out any of the discounts, you can see the links down below in the video description. And as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next one.